How do you illustrate a nation? Who can draw a creed? Where do you go to find America? Between the Capitol and the Potomac, the White House and the cherry blossoms, 2 miles that define us all. Families have heirlooms that reflect who they are. America has the National Mall.
The National Mall is the most symbolic and most important public space in the country. It is America's front yard. It symbolizes everything that it means to be an American. It is the one place that's truly common ground for all Americans.
Within a stone's throw, you can see the Bill of Rights, the Wright Brothers Flyer, and Dorothy's slippers, and something no building can hold, the American character, etched in stone.
You certainly can't do better than Lincoln as the sun is just setting on a winter night and it's slightly chilly, and there he reposes in the great chair looking down the mall toward the Capitol.
The mall is an emotional place. When people first come to the mall, they're in awe. They have seen pictures, they've probably seen movies, but when they get there, they suddenly realize that they are in a place that is what America means to them.
It was designed to awe. When he laid out the Capitol, Pierre L'Enfant let geometry run wild. Triangles and circles, rectangles and squares, places to honor heroes to come. He envisioned grand buildings, grand monuments, and a grand promenade. That vision took 200 years to appear. A canal once flowed here, tended by a lockkeeper who lived in this house. By Lincoln's day, the canal had become a sewer. Train tracks bisected the promenade, and cattle grazed in a hero's shadow. A century after L'Enfant, the nation's leading designers dusted off his plan and revived his dream. One by one came the icons.
The National Mall is a place where a nation's collective memory is very much enshrined, and the memorials are very much a part of that.
Together, they tell the story of America. In 1776, a handful of revolutionaries signed the boldest document ever written. The document's author penned a line that became a nation's credo. All men are created equal. A fighting sailor captured the spirit of independence with an immortal battle cry, "I have not yet begun to fight." An unsung founding father inspired our most precious birthright, the Bill of Rights. The general who won our freedom set the benchmark for every president to follow. After 80 years, a nation half slave, half free, fought its bloodiest war. At one end of the National Mall, the general who won the Civil War. Facing him, the president who saved the Union. In the new century, Americans went over there to make the world safe for democracy. The greatest generation went back to fight another war more terrible than the first. A resolute leader guided a woeful nation through the Great Depression and led the Allies to victory. World War gave way to Cold War. Once more, thousands paid for the freedom of millions. The sons of the greatest generation fought our most bitter war.
Who could have predicted that the Vietnam Veterans Memorial would be as popular as it is?
A granite wall helped heal a divided nation. Visitors have left more than 100,000 mementos. A heartfelt tribute no one planned.
The strange thing about Washington, D.C. and the mall, new installations have to develop their own culture.
Who imagined a simple lawn would become the touchstone for the First Amendment? Who dreamed a temple to a martyr would become a forum for liberty?
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We are free at last!
Now, another martyr takes his place in the American Pantheon. Martin Luther King's Memorial joins two final additions to the National Mall: the National Museum of African American History and Culture and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Center. As L'Enfant envisioned, monuments will rise throughout the city, but the National Mall is complete, yet busy.
More than 3,000 permanent activities every year, and 25 million people visit the National Mall. After 25 million people using it, it's showing signs of wear and tear.
The Trust for the National Mall was formed to raise the necessary private funds to supplement the park's budget to restore, maintain, and make a vibrant, beautiful, wonderful place for all visitors, both Americans and those from around the world.
It's the great American shrine, and we are all pilgrims.
And I think that's the nature of the mall. Well, the mall is this great egalitarian space where everybody is equal and everybody comes and creates their own memories there.
Help us plan your future memories. Visit www.nps.gov/National Mall Plan. Join us to refurbish your National Mall.